Hey, this is Ray at the Tower eBike Repair Shop. Today we're talking about our Sondors Fold X tune-up requirements. So if you have a Sondors Fold X and you've been riding it for a while, probably going to need a tune-up. A lot of things happen in a tune-up that don't happen in regular maintenance. You're going to want a qualified mechanic to handle your tune-up needs. I recommend you get a tune-up at least 3 times a year. If you ride it regularly, get it 4 times a year. I can just quickly explain a lot of the things that are going to happen in a tune-up. We'll get right into it. So probably one of the main things that happens in a tune-up that doesn't happen in regular maintenance is the check of the spoke tension. Spoke tension and wheel true is super important. You're going to want to check both the true of the front and rear wheels. Make sure that the wheel or the rim is running true to the hub and that the spokes are not loose. The next thing you're going to need to do is check your brakes, your brake alignment, your brake pad depth. Make sure you have enough brake pad there, and then that the brake caliper is aligned and set properly to where it doesn't have a lot of deflection or issues with braking. You're also going to need to check your derailleur. So you're going to check your derailleur high and low set screws and the derailleur cable tension. The derailleur should get cleaned and lubricated, as well as the cable during the tune-up process. And then we're going to just tune that derailleur so that it doesn't over or under shift off of the freewheel. You're going to want to check chain stretch with the chain stretch checking tool. That is something that does wear out, just like tires and or brake pads. It's a wear item. You're going to want to replace that as needed. There's a tool that we use to check the stretch on a chain that will tell us when it's time to replace your chain. The next thing we're going to need to do is check all the major nuts and bolts on the bike. So you're going to check the crank bolts, you're going to check the axle nuts, you're going to check all the folding mechanism hardware, you're going to check the seat bolt, the headset bolt, the steering handlebar riser bolts, all the bolts on the bike that would require a specific torque, the rotors, all the bolts get checked. Then once we've done checking up all the bolts and we've cleaned and adjusted the bike, then we can air up the tires to the correct inflation and go through the electrical system to test for functionality. Once we've tested everything and we give the bike a test ride, make sure we didn't miss anything, make sure it's riding correctly, and that's all that you can really expect to get on a regular tune-up. This has been Ray at the Tower eBike Repair Shop talking about the Sondors Fold X.